Hey everybody, welcome back to Average Alex on YouTube. I realized it has been a long time since I've made a video and I am making one of my favorite dishes tonight. So I thought it is time to make another video. So we are gonna make Lazyboy Lasagna and it is a family favorite, something I really enjoy making, and here we go. So I'm gonna start with 3 pounds of meat. It doesn't matter what kind of ground beef you use. I use 80/20 from Kroger because that's what we like to do in this house. So I'm gonna put the ground beef in a pot and get it going on. I started always really low, like on a 4, because it's pretty hard. Once I can get it broken up, I'll turn it up a little bit to get it browned. But we just want to get that brown before we put it in the crock pot. So that was 3 pounds of ground beef. We're gonna add 2 onions to that while it's cooking. So I just cut the onion, and then peel off, the skin on the side there. If you love Italian, you're gonna die for this. It is so good. My kids like it. Probably every other week I make it. That's why I couldn't believe I had not done a video yet on it. But, life gets in the way sometimes. So, we will go ahead and get the skin off of that. All right. Now, I'm not selling any Tupperware products anymore. I've taken a break from that just because life's a little busy right now. But if you go to Tupperware.com. This is a handheld processor that I use almost every day when I'm cooking. You should pick one up. They're very convenient. They're very easy. When I said that I use this stuff in my day-to-day life, that wasn't a sales technique. That was actually legit. I am using it right now today. So what I do is I chop up the onions a little bit, put them in there, put on the lid, and then this is handheld, and you can just, and it's gonna make that onion like so small, so fine. So as I do all this onion, I'm just gonna put it in a little bowl, this little paper bowl, so I can enter it all, so I can add this all to the meat when it's ready. It's been really fun to cook. Just nice to remember how fun cooking can be and how relaxing it can be, and bring the family together. We have a good time just talking and hanging out, in the kitchen while we're eating, etc. So if you don't cook yet and you are just starting out, it will add a lot to your peace of mind as you get older and the stress really starts to hit you just on day-to-day things. Come into the kitchen, get away from everybody, and cook yourself and your family a great meal, and it's fun. I can hear my ground beef starting to get hot. All right, you can see that onion. It is so thinly diced. It's nice. Last one here. All right. So that's that, and then we're gonna have to add, I'm doing some garlic. I like garlic in mine. You don't have to put the garlic in. Not everybody's a huge fan of garlic, and some people like more than less. I'm putting 2 in because I really do like it. So I'm going to use the same processor for my garlic. grabbing a spatula just to get it all. You know, I don't want to miss any of that stuff, the onion or the garlic. And get that out of there. Off the lid. These are also dishwasher safe, by the way, people have asked me that. So when you're done, you can just throw that in the dishwasher. You can wash it by hand, whatever you prefer. It's got a nice blade cover too. Like I said, I'm not selling these anymore, but Tupperware.com, I think they're like 20 bucks. They're great. All right. So then, I'm gonna put your liner in the crock pot. Now I use a liner for my crock pot simply for ease of cleanup. You don't have to use them. They're called slow cooker liners. I get them at Kroger. That way, just when you're done, you can just take it out, throw it away. You know, wash the crock pot, but not so intense of a cleanup job, and then you can be done. And this is all about ease, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. So I've got my onion and my garlic, and we're gonna throw it in with the meat that is browning in the back. All right, so I added the onion and the garlic to the meat. That is still browning. I got my liner in, so I'm ready to go. The other things that I use for this meal is a bag of just cheese ravioli, mozzarella cheese, and I like to use the tomato and basil. This is from Classico. It's really great pasta sauce, and it's gonna be vital to what we're doing for this meal, but ravioli, cheese, pasta sauce, onions, garlic, and ground beef. It's a pretty simple meal that we're gonna put together. So while I'm waiting for that to finish browning, I usually clean the kitchen up. Like I've already taken care of the processor, a couple little things that I could put in the dishwasher while I'm waiting. I love to clean while I go, because then when I'm done, I can just go sit down, run errands, do what I need to do, come back in like 5 hours, and dinner's ready. It's good to go. I am actually gonna do garlic bread tonight with this meal. I'll probably pop back on and record that later. I've also used just regular hard, like a loaf of hard bread from Kroger. You can do a lot of different things. Once my wife actually made bread to go with this, but this bread, maybe a side of like corn or something, and your meal's complete. So once we get this in the crock pot, which I think total prep time is probably 15 minutes. Once that's in the crock pot, you come back and you do your sides and stuff. This is a total meal of maybe takes 30 minutes total. And it's delicious. It's usually we have leftovers for tomorrow lunch, and the kids love it. And I think that's really what makes me enjoy cooking, is when I know the family's really enjoying what I'm providing for them. So I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna make sure this meat gets brown. I'm gonna drain it, and then I will pop back on. All right, so the meat was done. I drained it. Put it back on the stove. I added 2 cans of this already. I'm gonna add half a can, so it'll be 2.5 jars that are gonna go in the pot, and then I'm gonna leave half, and I'll show you why later. Save that, right? All right, so we gave that a little stir. I'm gonna take that pot of the beef and the sauce over here. I'm gonna put it onto pot holders because I don't wanna mess with the hot pot. So now all you have to do is start making your layers. So you're gonna take a layer of your beef meat mixture here. You're just gonna line the bottom of your crock pot with it, right? Great. And then take these raviolis that you got, and you're gonna do a layer of raviolis. In your crock pot, right? And it doesn't have to be pretty or anything like that, but you're just gonna do your ravioli like such, right? This is what it's gonna look like at the moment. So you're gonna do the mixture, then you're gonna do the ravioli, then you're gonna throw on some cheese. Right? And you're gonna just keep doing layers until you're out of all your ingredients. And this, you want to talk about your house smelling good for a couple hours? Boy, this is going to do it right here. All right, so there's another layer of that. Another layer of raviolis here. These crock pot recipes are great. I mean, I'm talking about cheating your way down to an excellent dinner. You can show off to anybody, friends, family, a significant other. You know, you're dating somebody for the first time. Yeah, come on over. Let me make you something to eat. This is, I'll put my money on this one right here. So I usually get 2 full layers, and then I have a little bit of everything left over, and that's why I left that jar of pasta sauce out too. All right, so there's that. All right, so we're gonna do the last layer here. So what happens is when you get to that last layer, there's sometimes not enough left to coat everything. And then that's when I just add a little bit of that jar, just to make sure that every layer has sauce all the way through it. And then we can just add the whatever's left of our ravioli. Usually not a full layer, but good enough. Boom, boom. Boom. Throw that away. Last thing of cheese. So this is gonna go, now I'm gonna do mine because it's 11 o'clock. I'll probably do mine on low for 6 hours because I don't want to eat too early. You can also do it on high for about 4 hours. Same result basically. I've done it both ways. Tastes good regardless. Put the top on there. Plug that bad boy in. Let's put that on low. There you go. This is all the dishes I have. That's nothing, right? And I know in 6 hours I will have a great Lazyboy Lasagna meal to serve everyone. All right, welcome back everybody. It has been about 5 hours. It is time for us to eat. I've been checking on this as the day goes through. Smells absolutely amazing. I decided actually to do a veggie tray, so that's what's left of it because we already ate today. Made some garlic bread to go with this, and do a little bit of that. I'm also going to use a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And there you go, Lazyboy Lasagna. Took less than 30 minutes to do everything. It's a great meal, kids love it, smells wonderful. If you like pasta, you have to try this dish. All right, come back and check out my next video.